Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. I'm reviewing today, bang, this big bad boy. You can't see it, it's so big. This is a Fortnite set, the vending machine. This one's with 8-ball figure and with ruin. Loads of stuff in the back, looks really cool. I really want to open this up because I've been after some of this stuff, or been after the figures for a while. I actually do have 2 ruins already, which I've not really looked at in any detail. Got them loose here in China, but I really want 8-ball. He looks fantastic as well, and these building materials here look awesome. So it says pull here. Okay, what happens here? Oh, hello. I'm not going to do that because loads of stuff's going to fall out. All this confetti nonsense, which I don't want all over my apartment floor. Okay, let's see. Let's get these bags of stuff out. Oh, you can't see. No, I'm getting this nonsense confetti rubbish on my floor. Parents must hate this stuff, and you get all this nonsense coming on the floor everywhere. No, kids don't want to clean that nonsense up. Just make it so it's a case of you open and the stuff's inside. In fact, I was expecting I was hoping like a little plastic vending machine in there too. That would have been cool. Okay. Loads of stuff in here. And it's like the gift that keeps, what's this? On Billy Joe, the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, let's have a look. Some more bits and bobs. There's a whole heap of stuff in here. Right, I reckon there's about a last bit. Let's put another bag here. That does look to be all of it. Only a couple of escapees. Okay, let's put that back in the box. And now I've got a mountain of bags to open. Okay, so I'm going to find the figures first, because that's what we're mainly here for. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video, sort these bags out, and start opening some stuff on camera. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. The bags are sorted. These 2 should be the figures, and somehow I've lost my trusty blue knife in the here it is, in the process, hiding behind some bags. Let's have a look at the figures first. So this one is Ruin again. He looks a little different to the other 2. Maybe the other 2 I've got a knockoffs or rejects, who knows. Just put that bag down there. This should be 8-ball, I'm really looking forward to. Who I've already got as a different figure. I think I've got a unreleased figure which I'll be viewing soon, which is it Snitch or Stitch, a white version? No! They've given me the wrong hand, look! Oh, I'm telling a lie. They've stuck the arms on back to front. So it's not I've got the wrong hands, the hands are on back to front. So I need to take those hands out and swap over. That's not too difficult, at least. But he looks amazing. Okay, so let me see. I am going to swap his hands over, and then I'm going to come back in a moment. Okay, so yeah, basically his hands are that way at the moment. I don't know if you can see on the camera. So put the hands in the wrong side. Okay, so I'll be back in a second after I swapped his hands over. Shouldn't be too long, okay? Back in a moment. I'm back and his hands have been swapped over, so they are correct, and I've dug out the other figure which I said I've got this one before, the white version, which I'm not sure has been released or not. I picked this guy up loose here. He's exactly the same, just the paint job on the head is different. And I'm happy about that because these are probably my favourite looking Fortnite figures at the moment. Really nice for troop builders, except you've got to buy loads of them in these big sets. Let's pick them up loose. If I can find more of him or him loose, I'm just going to get them for these troop builders because I think they're really, really nice. Okay, so let's have a look at Ruin first of all. So this is the one that came in the set. These are the two that I picked up loose. The difference is the one I got in the set has got dry brushing a lot. This one's got a little bit. This one's got barely. This one's quite a lot of dry brushing with the silver. Other than that, it looks identical. Plastic. Feels the same because sometimes there can be slightly different plastics. Okay, so let's have a look at him. He does look awesome. I do like my fancy figures, you know, so it's nice to have another one to add to like my fancy collection, or to have another two so I can help do some sort of customs. Really, really, really nice. Love that helmet. Love the sculpt on the body. Articulation is going to be limited by the sculpt a little bit, but there's some small things we can do for that. Let's have a look at articulation. So he has a left and a right, as we expect. There is a tiny down and a cool, not even really an up. Hardly an up and hardly down, and there's no side to side. Shoulders. He gets to about flat. You can increase that. There's a small bump you can see in his shoulder just here. I reckon if I shave that off, he'll get better articulation. But flat is the minimum we want, and he gets there quite easily. And we just check that bump again. Yeah, that bump is shaved off. He should go a little bit higher. Jazwares normally aren't great on their bicep articulation, but let's have a look. Yes, not quite 90 degrees, but better than some figures. So he can turn, he can go forwards and backwards, he can go side to side, and his waist turns too. Hips, he's a flexible knight. You're going to be kicked, I don't know, a round kick from him in those shoes, that's for sure. Those very good. They have double kneecaps, but normally the sculpt prevents them getting too tight, but he does get over 90 degrees, which is cool. He has a thigh twist. He gets a really good tippy toe on this one. However, is that right? Yeah. So you can do knight ballerina, ballet. And then if I do the dorsal flexation, he's going to get really good here. But one thing I've noticed, maybe this is alignment, his ankles don't seem to be on a straight plane. That's difficult to explain unless you can see the figure really in person. So the slot for the flexation is not straight, it's at a slight angle. So when I put his feet down, I don't know if you can see this or not. See if you can see this, the line on his feet. It's at a slight angle. If I put his feet upwards, particularly his yeah, there's a slight angle. There's nothing to worry about. It's not a, I wouldn't say it's a fault or anything, but just a bit unusual. Great looking figure, decent articulation, better than I thought with the sculpt he's got. I'm happy to have 3 of him. I do like the back as well, these parts here. And what's nice is that there actually is a gap. You can see my finger going through there. Whereas some figures like AIM, he's had these little handle parts, there's no gap, and I actually cut the gap out with a knife. on my AIM figure. I made a custom, and you can see that somewhere. It's just the videos. Great looking figure. I do like this a lot, and it's nice the fact that I can tell which one's the proper one from the set just by the dry brushing. I really like this head, but I don't think it'd make a particularly great cast. The body's fantastic. You could probably make casts of the body, then mix and match if you haven't got sort of duplicates like I have. Really nice. This is really good configure. And the kneecaps are great. The shoe parts. What's the word for armored shoes and nuts? I've forgotten. The shoe parts are great too. Let's have a look at 8 Ball. He looks amazing. The white version, I forgot his name. Is it Stitch or Sick? Now my white version's got a production issue. Maybe that's why I picked him up cheap. Or picked up loose, I should say. If you look at his legs, you can see that one leg is bowed. It goes darning. That's because the butterfly joint in the back of his leg is bent. Now I can probably straighten that, but I think I'd much rather just take another one out of a toy and stick it in there, so it'd be better, because he is particularly good looking. Very nice looking toy. Okay, these are the same apart from the paint job, so I'll just look at the 8 Ball for now. Aesthetic, amazing. He's got this really good sort of cyber ninja, security, special ops, lone soldier, even army builder feel to me. And he's got so many roles you can fill. Just to look at this, you could just paint over that and make him look absolutely amazing. This in a really flat matte black would be so good. Okay, so he's got a knife here which doesn't come out, unfortunately. You could cut that off. I might do it with the white one. And the same with the gun on the holster, it doesn't come out. Again, I'll be tempted to cut it off and add my own holster there. Really nice looking figure. So he looks left and right. Chin does touch the knife a little bit, but it's fine. Down, not really. Up. Cool, man. It can even do like a Superman. Look. Very good in the up. Side to side, not really. Shoulders, look at that. Great job by Jazz on these shoulders. Goes above the 180 on both. Or, sorry, above 90 on both, so it's over 180. Biceps, I can see now he's not going to get 90 degrees. He's going to want to shave off some of the arm here. You're going to get a better bicep bend, and I will be considering that on the white one. Because that is like, yeah, that's really not good. Look at that. Not a good bicep bend. Waist is the fantastic waist system they've got here. So he can turn, he can dip forwards and backwards, and the waist turns here. Hips, he would go to about full splits, but the gun gets in the way. But if you shave that off, then that's going to work out no problem. Has the thigh twist. Double kneecap, but his legs are slimmer, so he gets over 90 degrees compared to some Jazwares. In fact, he should be getting more than that, I think, but no, just over 90 degrees. And then his foot, he gets a really good tippy toe again. And his dorsal flexation is great. Look at that. There's no turn, but there is the swivel on the feet. Awesome looking figure. This is possibly one of my new favourite Jazwares figures. So with this white one here, which is exactly the same, I will probably take off this knife here now on camera. That is going to leave a little mark. The problem is this armour is really nice, but you're not going to get uniform, same both sides, because the knife covers where those are sort of hole parts are. Let's have a quick look. That is not as easy as I'd like it to be without cutting through his armour too much. So now I'm going to go the dangerous way towards myself, which I shouldn't be doing. Okay, we're nearly there. A little bit more to go. You know, I've been other bags. I've just been concentrating on this, on these awesome figures inside here. Okay, last part now. So knife is off. I've got a bit of plastic where I sort of cut tooth on one side. Not too bad. You can fix that up to give him this armor. Nice, but I like practical stuff. I would probably cut the gun off as well in the future. I'll do that on camera now for you. So not too bad underneath. Great figure. Really like this a lot. I am going to have to look for more of these and maybe army build. This could be like your sci-fi police, like I said. It could be sci-fi troopers, cyber ninjas, anything like that. Really, really, really good. One thing I have noticed, if you look on the black one, there's quite a big gap between his bum and the waist, but there's not on the white one. Let me see if I can push that in a bit more. Yeah, not as good as the white one connection there. It's a blow my nose, it's running. Okay, so I'm going to pause this and open up some of these bags. We'll open up these bags and show the stuff, and then I will come back, okay? Okay, so I've opened up all the bags, got these huge building materials. They're like, what, 4 times the size of a standard one for making the big cubes. That's really, really cool. Loads of metal building materials, some which have got these sort of graffiti paint on, and then all these other accessories, some of which are really nice. So the things that stand out for me here, I mean, I've never been a huge fan of the Fortnite guns because I don't draw the barrels and the colours. I can repaint them, but draw barrels is a huge thing for me. But some of these guns are looking better than previous ones. Some are scaled better too. So for example, if I look at this sort of, is it Thompson or Tommy gun? That's looking pretty cool there. I do like that. I really like this 8-ball. I know it's for his back because he's got this peg. I'll be tempted to cut that peg off. That's really, really nice ball. The cube, the mini cube, again, really good. Have this fireplace, which is awesome if you paint it up. It does have a switch for batteries, but my batteries appear to be... Oh, no, it just came on very quickly. Now I'm going to do it again. My batteries appear to be dead or dying. It's probably going to be... Doesn't even have a screw for opening. LR44 batteries, maybe. If it is, I'll be happy, so I've got a few spare. Okay, let's try again. Nope, doesn't want to come on. Oh, it just did then. I put it down. There we go. It does come on. There we go. Very nice. When you hit it, it comes on. Really nice knives that in the pictures 8-ball's holding. These are really, really good. When I say he looks like a cyber ninja, he looks like a real bad man cyber ninja with these. And I'm going to have to really shave some of that plastic off his biceps so he gets a decent bicep band. It's the only thing really spoiling this figure in my mind is those lack of bicep bend he has at the moment. Really, really nice. We have, where's it gone? This the same battle axe that Spider Knight has. Looks similar, very, very nice. The shield is good, but again, it's for the back, not for holding in the hands, though you could, I guess, just ruin having holding it, but it is a bit small, but it does work as like for the back too. Will it add anything to it? Let's have a look. Not bad. Then you've got another one which is tiny. Not sure what this is. Looks pretty cool. Yeah. And then you've got loads of these other little guns. So this set I picked up here in China. It wasn't cheap, but is it worth it? I think for these building materials, there's a couple of accessories, including this, and particularly for the figures, and especially 8-ball, I think it's worth it because this is an amazing figure. Now, what I will be doing with the white version, so I'm going to cut off the gun here, and I'm going to shave his biceps. In fact, I'm going to do that off camera now and come back again, make this a really long review. But you can see how that works. In fact, let me see, I think my white version might have better bicep bend than the black version. Maybe I'm imagining that. Let's have a look. Curious. Yeah, so my white version has a better bicep bend on this arm, on his left arm, than the black version. And the reason being is he doesn't have that upwards going lip we see here on his arm. That is curious. So that I would have to shave off because he gets nothing there really at all. Okay, so I'm going to pause this one more time. I'm going to cut off this gun from the white one and maybe shave the arms a little bit and see if I'm getting better articulation. Back in a moment. Okay, so you can see that I've cut off the gun, and now it gets to full splits. And you see the bicep bend he has now is almost 90 degrees because I've shaved some bits off if I compare to 8-ball. Now they had one arm the same. You can now see that their arms are no way near the same. Very simple. Only took me about, what, 5 minutes maybe of just shaving very slowly bits off, and got much better articulation. So that's just something easy you can do with a box cutter knife. Very, very simple. And the gun is still usable if I want to stick it onto something else. That was quite easy. The knife is more difficult to remove. Okay, so this is the vending machine set with Ruin and 8-ball. This set is really good. Very, very highly recommended. Worth picking up in my humble opinion, especially for these two amazing figures. And I love the fantasy of Ruin. I actually bought it because I thought Ruin looked cool. Then I saw 8-ball's like, yeah, 8-ball's just blown me away. Again, I'm going to be looking for some more, hopefully loose 8-balls, or this guy who's just the same bit in white, so I can army build these in the future. Highly recommended. This is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to more awesome action toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.